Welcome to my new channel, Movies Reviews, where I will be doing reviews about latest movies. Today, I'm going to talk about a horror movie, Eli, which was released on Netflix. Movie begins with a boy whose name is Eli, who has a rare autoimmune disease since 4 years, due to which he cannot go outside to play like other kids, but also has to stay within a room which is free of germs and bacteria. Whenever he needs to go out, he has to wear a spacesuit so that he is to remain contactless from the outside air. One day, Eli's parents take him to Dr. Horn's medical facility for treatment. Since Dr. Horn promised to cure their son of this disease, Dr. Horn's medical premise is in a place which is far from the city area. When they reach the mansion while entering the room, they go through sterilization so as to keep the mansion free from bacteria. Now, Dr. Horn gives Eli a big private spacious room. Eli now need not have to wear the suit since the mansion was safe for him, which brings a smile on Eli's face, since after a very long time he can freely be in open spaces. But from that night, Eli starts feeling supernatural activities. From next days, his treatment begins, which is very painful, where specially modified virus is injected in his bone marrow. After the treatment, when Eli wakes up from a bad dream, he meets a girl whose name is Holly, where both interacts through Glass Shield, where Holly warns him about this mansion and from Dr. Who. After Holly leaves, when Eli is returning to his room, he sees a ghost girl who tries to chase him, but then his dad arrives and wants to not roam alone in the mansion. Now, in the dinner time, Eli tells his parents that there are other patients in the mansion to whom he has seen, but his parents don't believe his words. Later that night, some supernatural entity haunts Eli and tries to attack him, due to which Eli panics and screams, but Dr. Horn says these are the hallucination effect of the medication. Later, Eli's treatment goes to the second stage, and when Eli requests his parents to stop his treatment, but since his parents spent all of his money on the treatment and wanted his son to become healthy soon, they continued the treatment further. Later that night, the ghosts again attack on Eli, and when Eli escapes and hides inside the closet, the ghost marks lie on the closet. Later, when Dr. Horn and his parents arrive, they blame him for this closet. Later, when Holly meets Eli, he tells that he feels the mansion is haunted. Then Holly tells Eli that the other kids also said the same thing when they came here. But after the third treatment, Haley never saw them. Later, Eli is returning to his room. He gets attacked by the ghost. When seeing by the reflection in the mirror, he sees that there are three ghost children of their age. They take Eli to the sterilization room and opens the door where he gets reaction along with suffocation. But Dr. Horn arrives at that time and saves him. When Eli tells the incident, no one trusts him. Later, when Eli is hugging his mother, he realizes that the word life, when looked from upside down, it reads as 317. Upon realizing this, that the number might be a code for some room within the mansion, he finds a room which is in the locked part of the mansion, which he is able to unlock from earlier. He then finds an office in which he checks for the information about the previous patient. Upon realizing that all the patients have died after the third treatment, he goes to find his parents, where he only finds his father. While apologizing to him, he injects a serum into Eli. The nurses drag Eli to the operating room, where Eli escapes and flees and finds an underground passageway where he finds out that the nurse is actually a nun. Then Dr. Horn finds and locks Eli in the underground room. He asks them to let him go, but that is Dr. Horn, tells him that they have to leave him in the basement. When all of them leave, Eli starts to feel suffocated and falls down and loses consciousness. Tell him everything after the surgery. Eli escapes after pretending to fall down. Paul finds him and drags him towards the operating room. After Rose realizes that all of Dr. Horn's past patients have died, she goes to the operating room to stop the procedure, but Paul stops her. Dr. Horn begins by injecting him with a serum and begins the procedure. Dr. Horn starts by chanting the Lord's Prayer and asks Saint Michael to help Eli. She throws holy water on Eli as she is performing exorcism. Light flickers and sparks fly. Dr. Horn takes a dagger and prepares to stab Eli, and all of a sudden Eli has control and starts to levitate the nurse and Dr. Horn. When Eli asks his mother by pointing at her, she tells him that the devil granted her wish to have a baby. Paul tries to stop him, but Eli implodes Paul's face. Eli is the son of the devil. Haley meets him at the door and tells him that they are half siblings. Rose comes behind Eli and hands him a coat. Eli and Haley orders Rose to drive, and she gets into the driver's seat and they drive away while sharing a smile. If you have any recommendations, comment down below. Like, share and subscribe our channel for new videos. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.